Have you been shopping for properties on the weekend? Where do you go from here? Is often the question I get. If you've shopped around and you found a appropriate unit, townhouse, house or land, a good starting point is to speak to your solicitor or conveyancer. Before you sign any documents, it's important to discuss the process. And most good solicitors and conveyancers will be able to discuss this with you. If you've dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's in terms of your finance, so you've got a pre-approval, you've worked out how much money you can spend, you've considered stamp duty and how much that will cost you. You might even be a first home buyer and get some benefits like the first home buyer's assistance scheme. The first starting point in terms of strategy should be speaking to your legal advisor. What I would generally do after speaking to my clients about the property that they're interested in is would look at what type of property we're looking at. We might be looking at a house or unit, and that's a strata property. That means we need to consider strata report. Can we get a copy of the AGM minutes, the annual general meeting minutes from the vendor or the agent or the vendor solicitor? Is there a pre-prepared strata report that you can look at? Is the property vacant? This is an important thing to consider, especially with the recent residential tenancy law changes. Whether the property is vacant means a very important consideration must be taken if you want to move in there. With recent changes, we need to negotiate the contract if it's subject to existing tenancies to consider the tenancy. We may need to change things in the contract before you sign the contract, or if you've already signed, we need to do post-exchange negotiations to the terms of the contract. Building and pest inspection report. This is another thing to think about. You want to know the condition of the property. When you sign the contract, you buy the property as is in the current condition it's in. So if there's any defects or any issues, you can't say, look, I want you to fix them to the vendor. You will take it as is, meaning you need to fix these problems. The process when buying a property is super important. Why you need to do this will save you money, time, and heartache. Start the right way, ask the right questions, and look at the process. If you've liked this content, please follow or subscribe on the channel you're watching on. Thank you.